Hey guys, in this video we will finish up coding our Augmented Images app. The first thing that we will do is create a new Java class. We will name this Java class custom AR fragment, uh, not custom AR custom AR fragment. Refractor, rename. Yeah. So this Java class will extend AR fragment and implement its method get session configuration. So implement that method. So to implement that, enter Control O, get session configuration. So why are we doing this? We cannot use the same AR fragment for our Augmented Images app, so we need to do some configurations to it. So to do that, we will create an object of config, new config, session will go as parameter, and set update mode to latest camera image, and also set focus mode to auto. This focus mode is nothing but the camera focus, and now we will configure our session by calling session.configure. Config, and lastly we will set up our session to our AR scene view, and then we will return our config object. Now go to layout activity main.xml file and add fragment, set width and height to match parent, give this an ID of fragment, and name this fragment custom AR fragment. Go to main activity.java and create an object of custom AR fragment, and this will hold a reference to the AR fragment that is there in our layout file, r.id.fragment. We need to cast this this fragment to custom AR fragment. So to do that, press Alt Enter and click on the first one. The next thing that we are going to do is create a method setup database config, and session will go as parameter to this method. So in this method we will create a bitmap of our Fox image and add that bitmap to an Augmented Images database, and then add that Augmented Images database to our AR session. So type bitmap Fox bitmap equals bitmap factory dot decode resource get resources r.drawable.fox. We'll create an Augmented Images database object, new, and session will go as parameter to this. We will add our Fox bitmap to this database by calling add image function. Okay, so this function takes two parameters. The first is the name, a string, and that string will be used to refer to our image, to this Fox bitmap image. So in this case we will name this string as Fox, and second parameter our bitmap. Add this database to our configuration by calling config.set Augmented Image Database, AID. Now we need to call this function from somewhere. So we will do that in our custom AR fragment by calling getActivity. We will cast this activity to main activity. Setup database config, and session goes as parameter. So now that we have set up our database, the last thing that we need to do is check the AR frame after some interval, every single time, and check and collect all the augmented images that are being tracked, and check if our Fox bitmap is being tracked. And if that bitmap is being tracked, then we will create an anchor at the center of the image, and we'll place our 3D model on top of it. So we will implement an interface on update listener. To implement its method, press Alt Enter and click on Implement Methods on update, and set our scene to on update. So whenever there is an update to our scene, that function will be called. Add on update listener this. So every time there is something new to our scene, we will create a frame, an AR frame. Not create, we'll take a reference to our frame by writing this piece of line. AR fragment get AR scene view, get AR frame. From this frame, we will collect all the augmented images that are being tracked. So to do that, we will type collection. We will store those images in a collection. So type collection of augmented images. Frame.get trackables augmented image class. So we will go through each image in a for each loop and check if our Fox image is being tracked. And if that Fox image is being tracked, then we will create an anchor and place the 3D model. So create a for each loop, augmented image in images. So we need to check if this image is being tracked. Get tracking state is tracking, and this image is our Fox image. If, then only we will proceed. So to do that, type if image dot get name dot equals Fox. Why Fox? Because we are naming this Fox bitmap as Fox. So if the image being tracked is Fox, then we will create an anchor. Creating an anchor is really simple. We just need to type anchor, not anchor node. Anchor equals image dot create anchor, and center pose of the image goes as parameter to it. Image dot get center pose. Passing this parameter will create the anchor at the center of the image. Now that we have the anchor, we can create our 3D model and place it on top of the anchor. We'll create one more method. We will name this method create model, and anchor will go as parameter to this. To create the model, to create the function, press Alt Enter and click on create method, create model. Let's create the model by typing model renderable.builder, set source, first parameter the context, so this, and URI to our 3D model. So what is the name of our model? It's Arctic Fox post.sfp. If you misspell it, then you will have problems and I will not be there to solve it. Lastly, we will accept the model. Now that we have the model, we can place it to the scene by calling place model method, which we haven't created yet. So type place model, model renderable, and anchor will go as parameter to this. Alt enter and create method mod place model. We'll create an anchor node on top of our anchor, and we will set the renderable of this anchor node to the model renderable that we created. And lastly, we will place this model to our scene by calling AR fragment dot get AR scene view, get scene, add child, model, anchor node. So that's it. We have successfully completed the app. In the next video, we will test our app. Till then, bye.